Hello, we are Group 33, and today we are hoping to bring attention to a national issue. Detention camps are a major problem of the immigration system today that can lead to poor treatment of vulnerable undocumented immigrants. We want to spread awareness of the condition of immigration centers to inspire change in the system. In our video, we will go through a short history of immigration detention centers in America, retell personal stories of life in immigration detention, discuss important facts, keep you updated with current events, and explain how you can make a difference.
In a short definition, a detention center is a place where people are held in detention for a period of time. They are usually refugees, undocumented immigrants, young offenders, or people awaiting trial/sentencing. In a short history, detention centers in America began in the 1890s on Ellis Island. It was primarily used as a holding place for foreigners during World War II.
Here are 3 organizations that advocate and assist undocumented immigrants in America.
Personal testimonies. Immigrant voices continue to be constantly excluded from ongoing stories in the U.S., despite the fact that immigration is a critical political issue. Below is a glimpse of firsthand experiences from those who have been locked in a detention. Here I have Elizabeth's story. I've highlighted some of the key words that just show of the treatment that they have gone through. It says, "They treated me like I was a criminal. Officers threw boxes of uncooked lasagna at them when they asked officers to give them food. People who hurt them never suffered any consequences afterwards." Diana was also put in a detention. She said, "In the jail in Tentons, we were treated the same way that they treated terrorists in Peru, terrorists who had killed people. The ride from New Orleans, they were chained up." These are just 2 out of the hundreds and thousands of stories people have from firsthand experiences in detentions. In the link below, legislator Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, who is also a huge activist for migrants, explained what she saw secondhand while she was walking in a detention center.
And at that point, we asked to enter one of the cells. We were allowed to speak to the women, and these are the women that we spoke to. It's their handwriting. And while we are being asked to speak only to officers, we are not getting the accounts of migrants, of their treatment, of what they are experiencing. And so when these women tell me that they were put into a cell and that their sink was not working, and we tested the sink ourselves and the sink was not working, and they were told to drink out of a toilet bowl, I believed them. I believed these women. I believed the canker sores that I saw in their mouths because they were only allowed to be fed unnutritious food. I believed them when they said they were sleeping on concrete floors for 2 months. I believed them. And what was worst about this, Mr. Chairman, was the fact that there were American flags hanging all over these facilities, that children were being separated from their parents in front of an American flag, that women were being called these names under an American flag. We cannot allow for this.
You have to bring people in the room who can't be here. So I'm asking for Jacqueline, who's was age 7, from Guatemala, who died from sepsis while in our care. She was the same age as my son when I heard about it. Mr. Speaker, we do have a crisis at our border. It is one of morality. As we have seen this current strategy unfold, intentional and cruelly created by the Trump administration, dead set on sending a hate-filled message that those seeking refuge are not welcome in America. I ask you and beg you not to look away.
Mr. Chairman, I cannot unsee what I've seen. I cannot unfeel what I experienced. I refuse to. Although admittedly it robs me of sleep and peace of mind, but that pales in comparison to the pain felt by families that have been robbed of their liberty, their legal rights, and their dignity, and some even the lives of their babies.
There was multiple reports of uncrowded and sanitary conditions in these migrant detention centers run by the US government. There was adults and children held there for days in cramped cells with no access to hygienic products. There was thousands of sick children who were receiving little to no care. There was outbreak of many diseases such as the flu, lice, chickenpox, and scabies. More than 50,000 are currently being held in ICE facilities.
Now that you have been informed on detention center history, discovered important facts, and listened to personal accounts about life in immigration detention, you may be wondering what someone can do to help. One option, if you want to help but don't have much time, is to financially support organizations through donations. 3 organizations that work with family and children going through immigration that could use donations would be Kids in Need of Defense, the Refugee and Immigrant Center for Education and Legal Services, and Young Center for Immigrant and Children Rights. These organizations work to provide legal assistance and advocacy for detained immigrants or those going through immigration proceedings. Another option that you may consider would be volunteering your time, either individually or with an organization. Individually, you may consider writing an email to your elected official outlining your concerns regarding the treatment of undocumented immigrants, or signing a petition. Alternatively, you may decide to partner with an organization. Volunteering positions vary by group, but options may include being a child advocate or offering legal services to those in need to assist in court processes. Having bilingual abilities is also very advantageous while volunteering, as some immigrants may not understand English and need assistance to translate court proceedings and important documents.
See the condition. In conclusion, our group, as well as so many others, are sickened to see the conditions our country has allowed to treat our immigrants/detainees. From innocent families with women and children being treated as if they are criminals or terrorists merely for seeking shelter from danger in their country or just to try and start a better life. These people should not be forced to stay in such overcrowded and unsanitary areas, especially in today's situation with COVID-19. Having such overcrowdedness is not only unsafe for the health of the people coming into the US, but for everyone. Our group believes that in order to make change to this wicked problem, it will take more than just spreading awareness, but actually standing up and doing something to help. By volunteering or donating to organizations like KIND or the Young Center for Immigrant Children's Rights and so many others, you can truly help to make an impact on so many lives. As the upcoming leaders of our nation, we know that this is wrong and we won't stand for it any longer.